Welcome to ATB-TV for this week. I'm here at the Mildura Racecourse where day one of the Carnival Cup Day has just concluded. During the day I was able to catch up with Darren Weir, Ben Allen, Jared Lorensini and Michael Poy, so just little clips of those that I'll put at the end of this little bit of a version. Obviously most of our runners were involved with the Weir camp this week, so I caught up with Weir for 4 or 5 minutes and he just gave us a brief description of what happened and what's going to hopefully happen. Just a few aside from the Weir stable. Mr. Moneybags ran at Flemington last week and finished a gallant 4th, carried a big weight. They ran a quick time. He was brave, he was honest, and he now finishes up his prep. He'll go for a little break. Robbie Griffiths will be looking at mapping out a program that will revolve around maybe a race on Melbourne Cup Day and also the Magic Millions, and just devise a plan to get into those races. So exciting times ahead for Mr. Moneybags. What a horse he's been. His 2 preps, he's netted over $250,000 basically as a 3-year-old. So fantastic. Well done Robbie and the team, and congrats to all the owners. He's 4 wins, all in Metro class. And you would hope a horse that's still got some improvement left in him. So we'll keep you up to speed with him, but he'll have a little break now. Nikita, our Melbourne Cup hopeful, a horse that we grabbed 50% of after the Melbourne Cup last year, where he ran 5th. He put in his best performance since the ATB brand has been wrapped around him. 5th at Newbury, beaten 2 or 3 lengths, perfect lead up to the Ebor, which will be his next run, his target run, and then we'll weigh up where he goes from there, whether he has another run or he's just straight out here for the Melbourne Cup. But terrific run ridden by Callum Rodriguez, who's got a good association with the horse, but it was pleasing to see that effort at Newbury last Saturday night. For Saba's son, we had Revolutionary. Now Saba's keen to get this bloke hurdling, and he had his first go over the hurdles at Bendigo last Sunday. Finished 5th. He led, he went far too quick early, but to his credit he boxed on okay. He was beaten 15 lengths, and admittedly half the field didn't finish for various reasons, but he was okay. Generally they improve significantly after their first hurdle start, and it was on a good forward track. There was a lot of conjecture about the surface being too hard, and we know that he probably prefers to give him the ground. So Saab's plans are to go to Warrnambool, another maiden hurdle, and generally we're going to get a track that's going to be in the heavy range down there. So we'll push forward and look forward to that. Going forward, runners Clairvaux, who transferred from the Matty Williams stable on Matthew's advice to Will Clarkin. Now we know he's had a few little issues going forward, but Will trialled him during the week and he heads to the races first up tomorrow. Dom Teneur rides a benchmark 70 over 1200. Drawn a little wide, but it'd be just good to see him perform well. I think hitting the line will be the objective here, and then we can push forward into the prep after that. So good luck there. And a last start winner, Safety Dance from the Hayes stable, heads back to Pakenham, the scene of his maiden win. Same distance, obviously up to a benchmark 58. Ben Allen stays on, and you'll hear Ben a bit later on. He gives his thoughts on the horse going forward as well. But he looks a good chance at Pakenham on Sunday. That's it. Right now, we'll just go straight to Weary. Well, he'll give us the thoughts on all the other runners, which were all from his barn. And then straight after that, you can have a listen to Michael Poy, son of former champion jockey Michael Clark. Jared Lorensini, who's made a comeback after 4 or 5 years of just being a track rider with Weary, been back in the saddle for 9 months and has rode a winner for us. He was a leading apprentice in Adelaide back in the mid-90s, and an upcoming star in Benny Allen, who just has a bit of a chat to us as well. So short, sharp, brief, not as much of me and a bit of the racing identities. We look forward to a good weekend. We've had 2 seconds here at Swan Hill, at Mildura, not quite what we're hoping for, but both horses did run well. Have a good weekend. Look forward to these next couple of little interviews, and we'll see you all next week. Here at sunny Mildura. Well, not quite sunny, but it's better than Ballarat. Weir, how you going?
Yeah, going good, Pete.
We'll just quickly go through our runners from last week and the ones coming up.
Yep.
Falago, obviously the owners know where we sit with him now.
Yeah, he's been a great horse for the stable, great horse for the connections, and he's had another great prep, but unfortunately it's just all come to an end, and you know, I think he deserves the retirement now and find a nice home for him.
We retired him 18 months ago. You got him back at 150 grand with him, so well done there.
He's been a great horse for everyone.
Yeah, Captain Harry, second at Moorfield, had his chance, ran well.
Yep, good, exactly, yep. No excuses there.
Yeah.
Backs up tomorrow.
Yep.
Fit horse, racing for good prize money, so got to be in it.
And we've got Sarplane was the other runner last week, and he ran really well on the Simpo.
Yeah, he did. He ran good. Yeah, he's going to win another one or two of them sort of races over the next month or 6 weeks for sure.
And he ran fourth in a hurdle trial this morning.
Just poked around just to keep the fit. He's a very hard horse to get fit, so it wasn't there for any other reason for a bit of fitness. So it does him good. But so we'll find another even a bit further race for him if we can. I
think it was a 22 at Geelong or a 24 at Bendigo, so there's a couple options. Yep, beautiful. All right, well that's our. Oh, actually no, tell a lie. Silver Stratum yesterday at Cranbourne. Honest run, nice ride, finished fourth.
Yep. Just, I'm sure if the track had been wetter, he would have been brought right into it. He's just, when the track hadn't got, although it had a bit of give in it, it wasn't, you know, he likes the real heavy ground, brings them back to him, but look, he ran honest, was ridden really well. So no excuses there, and we just need a wet track.
Yep, beautiful. And PK, we spoke earlier, a little bit disappointing on face value, but you explained the sand track work he's doing. Yeah,
very plain, and it looked that way. I'd forgive him for that. He's up at the farm, and it just takes him a while to adjust to that, and it's more about getting his action right.
Yep.
So probably needs another one in about 10 days, and then we'll get a bit, and then things will start getting a bit more serious then.
Right, put a line through that one then.
Yep.
We're here at Mildura. We've had 2 seconds. Penthouse Playboy, Loom to win.
Yeah, he just, I reckon just the first run at the trip, he was in front at the 200 and one just got his head down at the wrong time and got beat. But that run under his belt, you know, if find that similar race, he'll win that for sure.
Yeah.
He ran well, you know, unfortunately from the gate, probably just got back a little bit further than I sort of hoped. But look, he had his chance and just found one a bit better on the day.
Yep. Keep him at the 2000 next trip?
Yeah, definitely. If there was a 2200, it wouldn't matter now.
Matter.
Just now that he's had a run over the trip, he's ready.
Artisano ran well, box seated, finished off as well as he could.
Yep, in a slowly run race, got a good ride and ran well.
Righto, beautiful. Push on, runners. We've got Astrological here tomorrow. She looks to have found her race.
Yep, looks a nice race. For her to be disappointed if she doesn't win.
Beautiful. Social Spin, he's a nice horse in the making. First race over a mile. 2-year-old race at Caulfield tomorrow.
Yep, going really well. Nice horse, in great shape.
Yep.
Going to give you a real sight.
Beautiful. We mentioned Captain Harry, so he's going to go around at probably double figure odds.
Yeah,
but
it'll be a chance because he's honest and he's fit, you know, and take a position.
Beautiful. And that's all apart from Condover Hall. Drew 14, it's Donald, that's Mike.
Yep. Under sort of, look, I think we should probably run, you know, and just get in the 3 wide line cover, 3 wide with cover, middle of him, you know, and be strong on him late, and he'll probably need that to bring him on. But he trialled quite well the other day. But I'd be keen to run him there and get things kicking off. He's going to take 2 or 3 runs and get the 2000, and then he'll be able to win a race.
Right, beautiful. Just on the year, well done. Obviously 400, nearly 80 odd winners. 28 with us again to now, so over 43 winners. So thanks on behalf of everyone at ATB, and obviously the Spring Carnival. I was down at Mortlake the other day. There's a fair bit of nice cattle down there getting around, so must excite you to be nearly back in the springtime.
Yeah, it is great, Pete. It's been a great year, and you know, we all do it for the Spring Carnival, and we've got a lot of nice horses going there. But you know, big thanks to Darren and Liz and all their owners for the support throughout the 12 months of our stable, and congratulating them on having another good season with all the winners that they've had.
Beautiful. Thanks for your time, Weir, as usual, and yeah, best of luck in the Cup here at Mildura in a minute.
No worries, thanks, Pete.
Righto, Peter from ATB here, back. One of our little segments. Obviously, I mentioned we'll get 3 jocks we'll have a bit of a chat to. Michael Poy, for a couple of the ATB owners out there, have ridden Penthouse Playboy, going back about 2 weeks ago for a second, and obviously Silver Stratum yesterday. Michael, firstly, welcome.
Thank you for having me. And I got to say, lucky to get those 2 rides. They were both real good rides, been educated well, and both went pretty good.
And they were good rides too, so compliments there, mate. Now, a bit of history, a bit of background. You've been riding since October last year?
I had my first ride on the 10th of October on a pretty handy one, which...
Ordinary one, actually. Nature Strip, mate.
Yeah, on Nature Strip. We were able to somehow get the job done on that one.
They were fairly, what would you say, keep out of trouble instructions?
Yeah.
Horse will win?
My instructions were if you hit the front at any time in any stage of the race, you'll be winning today. So I was lucky enough to get a ride on that, and yeah, couldn't be happier with it.
Beautiful. Just a bit of background, mate. Now, you're from a strong racing family. Obviously, Dad was a champion jockey, Michael Clark, Melbourne Cup, Cox Plate, and even Japan Cup. Obviously, the Japan Cup and the Cox Plate were on Better Loosen Up, one of Australia's greatest horses. So, probably wasn't much chance of you not being a jockey. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, it is. I was always around racing, like family dinners and just going to Nan's for every Saturday for fish and chips or things like that. My dad's two brothers would always be there. They were both jockeys, and one's a trainer now. My grandpa on my dad's side was a trainer. My mum's dad was a jockey and trainer. My mum's uncle was jockeys and trainers. So it was everywhere, and everywhere we went, it was always on the TV. The only radio station on the car is 927. So yeah, it was kind of brought into it.
It was hard to get away from. So right, obviously Dad and the brothers were all, jockeys for Peter, I think was the other one, is it?
Yeah, Peter had a fair bit of a success as an apprentice. He was leading apprentice in Melbourne. Gary was leading jockey in Adelaide, and Dad was leading in Melbourne.
Yep.
Almost all at the same time. But yeah, they all had a fair bit of luck, but a lot of it was harder you work, luckier you get.
Yeah.
I guess they were steering around a few of the better horses for the Hayes camp, but they had to do the work to get there.
Still had to earn your right to get there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You've been, as we mentioned, you're 9-10 months into your career, about 40 odd winners. Would that be right?
Yeah, I've had 45 winners, and had my first ride on October the 10th.
And I've been seeing you at the trials riding a bit for Weir, so there's a little door opening there and getting a few rides. Obviously, our two horses we mentioned are trained by Darren.
Yeah, I was lucky enough, before I started riding, I was going down there once, twice a week and just getting me jump outs up and just track gallops, and I was going down there. I was always riding Lucky Hustler and Jennifer Lynn and Burning Front, and just to go there and ride those good horses, and it really helped me to get into Victorian Apprentice School. When I went to apply, and I could tell them I've had 200 jump outs for Darren Weir, they were pretty shocked, and it really put me in good stead to have a good kick off to my career, and I think that's why I have hit the ground running a bit and had a bit of luck early. Yeah,
I think I can remember. We might have been stall one day, might have been one of your first days there. I remember getting a couple of photos of you, and yeah, obviously it's rolled on beautifully since.
Yeah, I had my second winner at the stall for Darren Weir. Had blinkers first time, and he said, have fun on this, just don't do too much out the gates, and I think I led by 2 or 3 and it won by about 4 or 5. So,
beautiful.
Yeah, didn't have to do too much on it, but was lucky to get that ride.
Excellent. All right, mate, look, not too much more. I won't sort of bother with a million questions, but it's just nice that hopefully our owners can get a little bit of your background and history, and obviously we'll be more than happy for the 2 rides and the little sample we've seen and your 2 kilo claim. Hopefully we can get you on a few more ATB horses in the future.
Hopefully we can get rid of that 2 kilo claim on them.
Yeah, good on you, Mike.
Thank you.
Jared Lorensini is a guest this week on ATB-TV. Jared, been a part of the big Weir camp for 4 or 5 years, and just recently from track rider to race jockey again.
Yeah, come off a 10-year break, just let the body got a bit heavy and just sort of got the weight back under control, so going pretty well.
That noise behind us isn't a horse relieving itself. We're right near a tank, unfortunately. Started your riding career in Adelaide back in '94, apprentice to Ken Sweeney.
Yep, I was been over there. I rode there for about 13 years, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a lot of success over there with Ken Sweeney.
Yeah. Know your numbers, winners wise?
Not off the top of my head. I think it was 600 or so. As a rider.
You were high up in the. I remember you riding, and Jay Lorensini, the name. You finished feature in the premierships.
Yeah, I won a couple of apprentice premierships.
Yep.
And I always sort of finished, behind the Dwayne Dunn and Stephen Arnold, which were pretty good riders.
Pretty handy riders, yeah. Obviously, blokes you could, look up to as well. And
very much so.
notice your name against some CSA's horses, or David Hayes horses,
yeah.
sorry, the Empire. Rode a bit for that?
Yeah, I rode a few listed winners for him and a few winners, so yeah, done pretty well there.
Back to where we are now, I'm not too sure, is it 8 or 9 months you've been back riding, and you had the collarbone in between, which was a little setback in the roll forward?
Yeah, it took 3 months to prepare and get it back right again, so all's going well.
I'm not sure how many rides you've had for us, probably 6 or 8 rides, and one notable winner who runs again tomorrow, Social Spin. He's a lovely horse, and it was a good win at Swan Hill when you rode him first up. Yeah,
very good win first up, and he won very well the other Wednesday at Sandown, and I think he should go very well tomorrow. So.
Yep, no, we're all hoping. And Penthouse Playboy, we just probably just seen peak just late today.
Yeah, just the last 50 to 100 metres, he just peaked a little bit.
Yep.
Hopefully set of blinkers and might bring him on a bit more.
Yeah, exactly. Which, you know, we've gone half head and ahead. It's frustrating, but he's a horse that obviously he's by Pentire. He's going to get better as he keeps racing.
Yeah. I think once he wins a race, he might go on with it.
Yeah.
Too.
You mentioned that blinkers down. You know, it could be a thing we could put on him as well. And obviously he went from 16 to 2000, so he'll be better for today's run.
It will be. Yes.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, look, thanks for the little chat. So for the owners out there to see Jay Lorensini on your horses, we've just delved back a little bit in time, and all the best going forward. And yeah, we look forward to continuing the association with ATB.
Hopefully, very much another couple more winners, and we should be right.
Beautiful. Thanks, Gareth. Good on you. Peter from ATB, and caught hold of Ben Allen. Benny, obviously one of the up-and-coming young stars, apprentice jockey, does a lot of riding for Weir, and obviously been on a few of ours lately. Ben, well, just snapshot of your career, been riding about 3 years, nearly 300 winners?
Yeah, about that. I was lucky enough I got to kick off my career to a good start, and my dad put me on a nice sit and steer for my first day out, and I was able to kick off with a winner, and from then on I was getting support early from nice trainers, and just had a bit of luck getting on at the right time.
Yep, based down Cranbourne way?
Yeah, based out at Cranbourne. I still live at home out at Pakenham with my family. I ride a fair bit of truck at Cranbourne, and every now and then I venture out to the western side of Melbourne and ride a fair bit out there. We're
up here at Mildura. Been up here often?
No, this is the very first time I've ever actually been up this way, so it's had the first ride around there. It seems to be a nice track, so hopefully I can get a winner today.
You took the air route, 1.5 hours. I drove about 5 hours. I think I'll be doing the plane trip next time.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. Yeah, it's a lot easier than driving up, to say that.
Just on our couple, obviously you rode PK yesterday. I was a bit disappointed, and we've touched base with the owners about that. So Weir is just thinking he might need a couple of runs. He's working him in the heavy sand. You said you felt his action felt funny?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe just working the heavy sands, please just change him up a bit, and might take him a few more runs before his action comes back to normal. But I think he just struggled a bit. They really did rip along in that race, and he just struggled to keep up. But hopefully with a few more runs, he can get back to his old form.
Cool. Now we've got Social Spin tomorrow. He's a promising gelding of ours. He's a half to La Paso, which is one of our group winning mares from a couple of years back. Nice ride to pick up, race one tomorrow, and just looks a really good race for him. Final 2-year-old race for the year in the metro area.
Yeah, I think so. It's only a small field, and the way he won last start showed he was quite dominant in front. So if he steps away well and he happens to land there, so be it. But if something else wants to go forward, I'm sure he can just sit off, and hopefully we can have the last crack at him, and he can win as well as what he did his last start.
A couple of things in his favour: level weights, and for a horse it's 1-2, and I think there's only one win amongst the rest of the field. So, and Barrier 2 is going to give you plenty of options. Obviously, Weir will be comfortable with you sitting outside the leader. You can control the pace from there.
Yeah, I think so. Probably wouldn't want to have to get in behind. I'm just going to eliminate the bad luck in the run, especially being at Caulfield.
Yep.
So if he jumps out well, either lands in front or outside the leader, so be it, and hopefully he can give you a good kick.
Yep. Another one you're going to ride for us. You won on last start in Safety Dance. That was the day that it was just about blew us off the planet down there, and we were lucky to have a run. And he's in a similar race, albeit in a benchmark 58. Carries a bit of weight, but looks a solid each way chance.
I think so. Seemed to carry the weight okay last start, and won quite well, and gapped the rest of them the first 3 did. So hopefully if we can get a bit of luck in running, carry the big weight, get the momentum up, and hopefully we can go 2 for 2.
Beautiful. All right, mate. Follow the footy.
Yeah.
Cat supporter? No?
Yeah, I'm a Geelong supporter.
You are?
Yep.
Most jockeys are. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Righto, he's got this weekend.
Don't follow it that much.
No.
But yeah, still go for
So
it,
is me.
but,
Anyway, we'll leave that alone. All right, mate, look, thanks for the little chat. Good luck on our horses, but more importantly, good luck with any of the horses you might jump on for Weir during the Spring Carnival. Obviously, you had a bit of luck on Big Duke. I reckon that would be one of your favourite horses.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's a horse I was lucky enough early on in his prep to ride him, and got beat on him his first start, but they were lucky enough. They were nice enough to let me ride him his next start, and I had a fair bit of luck on him, and he gave me my first group winner.
Yep.
And I'm just hopefully I can get another sit on him this spring, and even if he goes to a nice race, get another steer on him.
Beautiful. All right, mate. Thanks for your time, and like I said, good luck for not just here at Mildura, but right through to the Spring Carnival.
No worries. Thank you.